Good morning. Drink your coffee. Welcome to our new podcast, Fighting Duality. Fighting Duality.
Step out of the darkness into the light.
I'm talking about the dog.
I know the world is round.
World brain, didn't we? How's it going?
It's going. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Morning.
Bummed
Have
out.
your coffee. Yeah?
Bummed
Why
out
is
about
that?
that Tyson fight, man.
Oh, don't get me started, man. I was really looking for a knockdown drag out, but man, it couldn't have been any more staged.
Oh, yeah. After watching his training videos and then
Yeah.
seeing what I saw in the ring, get out of here.
Right?
That was a $20 million bankroll for him, and it was a $40 million bankroll for Jake Paul.
That's stupid. Stupid. And I really hope Netflix loses money off that.
Oh, I do too. I guarantee you they're going to, because there were a lot of pissed off people.
Yeah. Not only did you have the buffering and bonding time, but you had nothing. The best fight was the two females.
That's what I heard. I got so bored with the second fight after watching the first fight where the guy was trying to basically rape the other guy in the corner,
Right.
that I fell asleep and woke up to buffering and then Mike Tyson's ass and then more buffering. So,
Well, it's like the first fight was like, okay, let's just tiptoe around each other. The second fight, little better. You saw some good landing of some punches, but that woman's fight, man, that was where it was at.
yeah, that was the show saver. That and the ring girl for the Tyson the Tyson Paul fight.
You know, and to go back to the women fighting, and I say it was the best fight of that whole series or that whole shebang event. And I was just like, because if I'm not mistaken, Nunes is a good fighter.
Yeah,
And I was like, really, this is it? Why are we pussyfooting around everything?
that was my question with the whole show.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it was. It wasn't a boxing match, it was a show.
And then that one female that's boxing, she kept headbutting. They told her to quit. Ref kept breaking them up, telling her to quit. They docked her 1 point, and she still won.
Of course.
Tell me if that ain't freaking rigged.
Oh, it has to be. There's no way. And there's already so many conspiracy theories going around about the Paul Tyson fight where he was biting his glove, and that was the signal for Paul to back off because he was actually, he was starting to sting him a little.
Well, I did see him biting the glove, but I read somewhere where he did that because he was wanting to lash out, but he bit the glove to keep him from being Tyson.
And I mean, that very well could be, and the only way we'll ever know is when Tyson comes out and says, well, this is why I was doing this. But.
Oh, he said it in an interview.
Oh,
it was there's a video, yeah.
Well, why was he holding back?
Exactly.
He should have flat laid that showboating piece of crap out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel the same way. And, I was very disappointed because I was like, man, come on, we got Iron Mike from our childhood, from Nintendo. He's going to lay this bug out. No, didn't happen.
Man, what I saw in the training videos, Jake Paul didn't stand a friggin' chance.
Well, he doesn't have the experience or skills that Tyson's got.
But, it's not the first time that I understand that Jake Paul has paid to have the other fighter throw the fight.
Well, he wants to make himself look good, and
well, considering it was his promotion that was throwing off on Netflix.
Well, and here's another thing. He wore $1 million. His boots and his trunks were $1 million with diamonds on them. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Come on.
what you didn't see was until the light hit it just right, is it was a skull and crossbones on the back of his robe,
Oh yeah.
and that's a whole ass conspiracy theory in itself.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm very disappointed. I'm disappointed that we paid $22 to buffer.
Man, I got lucky. I pay for my cell phone, and Netflix comes free with the provider. So,
Oh yeah.
granted, I get commercials on everything. Luckily, I didn't get it with the Tyson fight, but what I did get, apparently, which is an added bonus with Netflix, is about 3.5 hours of buffering. So, thank you, Netflix,
Right.
for ruining my childhood being
So let
a
me
fighter.
let me throw this out there. You realize we did not watch it live. Nobody watched it live.
Yeah.
Because tell me why you click on something that's supposed to be live, it says it lasts 4 hours and 34 minutes.
Hmm.
Because they've already recorded it.
Hmm.
And I'm like, why are we watching this now? It'll be on tomorrow.
Yeah.
But everybody had to watch that same because they thought it was live. It's not freaking live.
The only people that saw it live were the people that were there.
Exactly. And I didn't realize it was going to be in Dallas
I did.
or Arlington.
They needed somebody to have a win in Arlington.
Man, Jesus.
But
Yeah, at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium.
yeah. Of
Well,
course,
everybody wins at the stadium other than the Dallas Cowboys.
yeah, because of the cheerleaders.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, buddy.
Good Lord. So yeah, that was that. Still disappointed. So I got up and watched it today, and I thought, you know, that's 30 minutes I'll never get back in my life.
All
I
right.
just wasted that. I could have watched anything else, even one of my wife's chick flick Hallmark Christmas movies, and would have been more entertained than that. Oh, good
Oh,
Gertie.
so I was telling you a little bit about. I was looking at the stats on the YouTube channel here, and we have people that are watching from Melbourne, Australia, uh,
Nice.
the UK, Canada, Germany, Norway, Finland.
Pretty
Granted,
amazing.
they don't stay around for very long, but hopefully, maybe since we mentioned them, they might actually stay around.
Well, they might. I would like to hear from them.
I would too. I'd like to hear from anybody.
Yeah,
Out of all the videos and all the shorts that we've posted, we don't have a single comment.
man.
Well, I say that the newer videos and the newer podcasts that we're putting out, we don't have any comments. We have comments on our previous videos that we've responded to, but the new stuff, we don't. Nobody's commenting. Nobody's even liking them, but they're watching them.
Guys, if you're listening to this, like it. It takes you not even a second to click that button.
The only way that we're going to be able to move forward and actually start doing what we need to do is for people to like,
Yep.
subscribe, and share.
Because, man, if we could get enough, we can go live and we can, not Netflix live,
No,
but real live and have callers and guests. And, man, it would just be great.
yeah,
So hit like. Obviously, you know you're listening to Fighting Duality. Send us an email at fightingduality@gmail.com. And, man, let's get this ball rolling.
you can also check us out on Instagram, fighting_duality.
Oh,
We're there
nice.
too. We're also on TikTok, fighting duality. Um,
YouTube, TikTok, Spotify.
I think we're on Threads too. I think I added a Threads account, which is
Oh, really?
Instagram
Okay.
meta based. So
Okay.
just trying to get
Well,
us out there. Facebook, I use my personal Facebook to share the links and everything else. I've got 300, 400 people on my Facebook, and I've had two people
Yeah.
out of all those people that have come to the YouTube page and actually click subscribe.
Well, we will. I've got some other ideas I'm burning in my head, but I think about them and get down to logistics. I'm like, that's not going to work. That's not going to work either. So, but we will definitely. Actually, I might have a guy that might be able to help us out a little bit, and I'm going to reach out to him and before I mention anything and who he's affiliated with, I'll talk to him first
There you go.
because he's got a Facebook page that uh, and he goes live on it quite a bit, and he's got a lot of followers on it.
Hey, all right.
So,
Every little bit helps.
right? Yeah.
I had a coworker who follows us and actually listens to the podcast, and he came at me and he's like, "Man, you guys should do like ghost stories. Talk about you know different entity type things. Like
Right.
things you would see out west, things you would see out east,
You
paranormal
know,
type stuff."
and I've got some stories. I do have some stories. So we'll have to get uh, yeah, we'll have to make that one an interesting one for sure. Maybe get a guest on with us.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
I've got some stories myself for that, especially in the few houses that I've lived in the community that I'm in. For some reason, I don't know if they're following me or if they're attached to the houses or what, but
And you
I've
better.
got some stories, buddy.
I got some childhood stories from when I was a kid, and yeah, they're pretty hair raising
I
and
bet.
unexplainable.
Man,
So,
I've got some as recent as earlier today. So
oh yeah, you need to pray over your house.
don't tell me I need Jesus. I've got Jesus.
Oh, you need to be covered in the blood of Jesus and just oh man,
What I need is a damn exorcist in my house.
oh buddy, that's something else.
Oh man, I'm saving it for the next one. But
Yeah,
buddy, when I tell you that there are some things in this house that I didn't fully believe because my kids, even the ones that are out of the house now, when we first moved in, were telling stories, and I was like, yeah, right, whatever.
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that I believe that beyond a shadow of a doubt.
That's funny. Oh Lord. So you got rid of the mannequin behind you, huh?
Yeah, I threw that creepy thing off to the side over
I mean, it went real great for your background.
here. I share the office with my wife. It's also her workspace as well. Well, you can see it, nobody else can, but
Right. Well, and we need to figure out how to. Yeah, we're gonna have to bring videos on or do something.
yeah,
So
I would like to have a background, but I don't have the computer that has the software to do that. So
right.
uh, people are just going to get what they get when they see me. But you, on the other hand, have a pretty cool background.
Well, you know what you could do.
Hang a green screen.
Well, we could do that, or make a fighting duality banner.
Yeah, I've got a
Hot.
friend that has a print press.
Okay. I think I got a person here in my town that does that.
That'd be
I think it's
freaking sweet.
pretty reasonable. I'll have to look into it.
That'd be freaking sweet. You know what? I may even be able to get her to do it for us if we drop her company on our
Hey,
podcast.
that would be a good sponsor.
I can ask her and see.
Yeah, we could do that.
That'd be friggin' awesome.
So, um,
Never hurts to ask, right?
that you know what? Worst they're going to say is no.
Yeah, that or, a few other choice words, but she's a really sweet person. She's from the UK, so
Oh,
I don't
well,
I
there
don't
you
I
go.
don't think she'll tell me to the American version of get fucked.
Fuck off. So, well, man, I didn't even prepare for this show tonight.
I didn't either. This is straight up willy-nilly.
Dude, I watched that fight last night and I was just like, blah. Well, I watched it today, but I watched most of it yesterday and then I got tired of the buffering and said, you know what, screw it, I'm going to bed. That was it. So, um,
I've been kid-free since yesterday, so it's been really nice and really quiet. It's a taste of what I get in the next 6 years.
how'd you get kid free?
Man, I pawned my younger ones off on one of my older ones.
Nice.
Granted, I have to watch the grandson tomorrow
Well,
night, but perfect trade-off, man. 48 hours
right.
for 24 hours, I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Especially because that little guy is so cute.
And here you are doing a podcast.
Yeah. I have no life. Don't mock me.
Well, I mean, I'm in that same boat. We're old.
Yeah. It's pretty much the only outlet we have.
That's it. Do a podcast.
Too bad we didn't start this shit during COVID when we were actually on lockdown. Now we're choosing to lock ourselves down.
So, well, I wasn't on lockdown.
I wasn't either.
I still had to go to work every day,
Yeah.
and it was for me business as usual.
Yeah, me too.
So, but so I don't have any. I don't have my. If it says don't, somebody did, and I've had some wandering thoughts,
Oh, Lord.
but right now I can't come up with any of those wandering thoughts.
Squirrel.
Yes, squirrel brain. But I was thinking about our last episode, and we was talking about the Challenger,
Yeah.
and I still haven't been able to research none of it yet. But that's really been on my mind a lot lately, and I don't know why.
Probably because it's one of the biggest farces on the planet, right? I mean,
Well, I mean, that could be it.
I just saw a TikTok video yesterday. As a matter of fact, a journalist walked up to the lady that was supposed to be on the Challenger when it exploded, and she was a professor at a university. And
See, I've seen that.
he walked up to her, wanted to talk to her, and she walked away from him.
Well, because she didn't want him to say, "Hey, I know you."
Yeah, you're the crazy bitch that was supposed to be on the Challenger.
Yeah.
I thought the last thing you heard was boom.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh man, so I was on TikTok live earlier, right?
Okay.
And I was getting on there and I'm just trying to promote our brand and stuff like that. And I'm scrolling through these lives trying to find one that's going to pique my interest that I can get in. I'm like, all right, cool. I listened to this one for like 2 minutes. And I'm like, all right, cool. It's full of conspiracy theories. So I click and I add myself in. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Right up my alley. First question out of the gate. You think the earth is round or flat? I was like, flat. I was like, this is an easy question. Come at me with a harder one. So they come at
Right.
me with a bunch of harder questions. I'm like, oh, this is this. And all of a sudden, the live changes and they start reading out of the Bible. I'm like, am I in the right class?
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I go to church with my wife. I believe in God. But that's not what I signed on for. I signed on for conspiracy theories.
Right.
That's not a conspiracy theory.
No,
That's
that's the
fact.
Bible.
Yeah. So I was like, well, I'm just going to, mute my mic. I'm going to silently exit this place. You know, I'm looking for another one. I couldn't find anyone that I wanted to get on. I was like, man. So I tried to start my own. I hit my vape, got banned.
Did you not learn from last time?
The last 3 times, no.
No. Jeez. Wow.
I
You,
forgot to turn the video off and I hit my vape. I was like, damn it. We're 10
what
seconds in this time.
am I going to do with you?
I just got off a 3-day ban because I rolled my window down in the car and they thought I was driving.
No, I'm
I
sitting in the driveway, and Oklahoma winds the past couple of days have been, well,
no, I was in the parking lot at my daughter's cake decorating class waiting on her to get out. The car was off, so I just rolled the window down to hit my vape and blow it out, you know?
right?
And car drives behind me. Community
Wow.
violation, dangerous and dangerous activities being performed. I'm like, what? So I go and I fight it. And I'm like, I am not driving. I wasn't doing anything. I didn't murder anybody. And they deny me. They're like, you got a 3-day ban. I was like, son of a bitch.
It's kind of funny.
But yet these little hoochie mamas can go on there and show their chocolate starfish and nobody bats an eye. I hit a vape and it's tobacco products being used because, or roll my window down and the car drives by. Oh, you're driving. That's dangerous.
Well, I mean, you're not dispensing corn, so
I'm not going
wow.
to either.
I mean, Tyson can show his ass.
Yeah. People would pay me to keep my clothes on.
I'm just going to say this right now. I am so glad that A, I didn't see it. Two, my luck would have been it had came on and buffered.
Well, he was wearing a jock strap, which made it worse. It was all ass cheek.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I saw some people comment about, seeing Tyson's ass was not on my bucket list, and I was like, what? No, no way. So thankfully I missed that.
Well, for a same-sex oriented person, I'm sure it was lovely.
And you know what? And I want to know this. So what relevance was it to show that?
Publicity.
No, come on.
Seriously,
No, I'm
publicity.
not. No.
Oh, yeah.
Just so they can make another meme and make fun of him even more?
Yep. That was, dude, that ties into the whole conspiracy thing, You've got to literally show your ass and embarrass yourself, and we'll give you money.
Wow. He probably got paid extra for it.
I'm sure he did.
Another 10 mil. Can you imagine?
I'll show my ass for 10 mil. I guarantee you
Shoot.
nobody's going to want to see it, but I'll do it.
Cha-ching. It's kind of like selling your left nut in Mexico for $36,000.
Shit, where do I sign up? Woo woo. I don't freaking need them anymore.
Right?
All I got to do is remove them from my wife's purse and we're good.
They give you a discount for that since they're already detached.
I get to skip to the front of the line. I don't get the the bathtub full of ice.
Right? Yeah. Man, I don't know. I just, I can't do it. Couldn't do it. I mean, I know what I could do with $36,000, but you know what? This day and age, that's not a lot of money.
That's like $10.
Yeah, there ain't no way. You'd have to offer me like a few mil.
You can't even buy a brand new vehicle like truck or SUV for 36 grand.
Oh, it's a hell of a down payment.
It's a hell of a down payment. You can buy a nice used car with 170,000 miles on it for 36 grand.
Yeah, if you're lucky. Oh, man.
Now, today's day and age, I have a 1965.
Well, no,
Chevy
that's not
C10.
true.
I know what I've got. Don't try and lowball me. I want
Right.
$10,500 for it. It's a 65. It's got 900,000 miles on it.
I mean, I've got a 2012 Ram 1500 quad cab that I paid 16 for a couple of years ago. And shoot, so that 36,000, I could have bought a truck and a half, almost 2 trucks with it.
I could put a down payment on a house.
Right. So
Hell, at this point,
yeah,
I'm just about ready to live in a freaking camper.
yeah,
As long
that
as
would be
I
a
own
lot
the
easier.
damn thing.
No.
As long as
Oh
I owned it,
shit.
man, it'd be nice to be able to pull up to a parking spot at a secluded lake or something that's got RV hookups like Hayburn Lake.
Yeah. Jesus, there's a cop convention here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So.
It's the fuzz.
Right. Yeah. But well, I will do some research on my conspiracies that I want to do, and you do some research on yours. We'll try to get somebody on here, and then we will be ready for the next one.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think that we need to at least touch base into the paranormal one on the next one.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think we can do that.
I think that one will actually go for, because I can tell you some shit.
Yeah.
I think that podcast will last probably about an hour and a half between the two of us.
Well, might be good. So, well, folks, till next time, hit that like button, slap the notification, subscribe, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, fightingduality@gmail.com. Send us a email. Let us know what you want to hear, how we can improve.
Yeah, what you want to hear us talk about. If you want to talk with us about something, Jesus, just like, subscribe, comment. You can tell us
Yeah,
to go to hell. I don't care. As long as you're commenting, that shows that you're watching the videos.
exactly.
Or at least listening in.
Yep.
Because I'm telling you right now, we have over 800 views between our short clips and our actual YouTube podcast. And I think there's only a dozen comments. And
Wow.
just as many likes. So, yeah.
Yep. Well, until next time, friend.
Yeah. I'll talk to you after a while.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
Bye. Good morning. Drink your coffee. Welcome to our new podcast, Fighting Duality. Fighting Duality.
Step out of the darkness into the light.
I'm talking about the dog.
I know the world is round.
World brand, and we